Well, hello everyone. It is Aubrey here, give you an update. Actually have had a lot happen in the last week or so. That's why I'm here back so quick with an update. I actually have some news to share with you. I'm sorry I had several videos last week. I guess the mood just struck me and I went ahead and made a few. I actually had meant to make my Thanksgiving tips and upload those later, but that should tell you a little bit about my impulse control issues. I just decided to post it as soon as I made it. So anyway, a couple things going on. First off, I did have my dietitian's visit. That went really well. I actually gained no weight. I had fully expected, as you heard in my last update, to go in there and discover that I had gained weight. And actually, after going over in detail with her what I had been eating and what I had been doing, after she asked me some more specific questions, I realized I guess I hadn't done as poorly as I thought I had. And you know, that is so like me to make a few bad choices and maybe not do as, maybe not achieve perfection in what it is that I'm trying to do. And so I just quit. That's what I've done in the past. I feel like a failure. And so I just quit altogether and I don't give myself the credit that I deserve. I guess, you know, either that or I just got away with something. But I actually do think it's because I did better than I thought I did. She does have me now, usually when I go in every month, she assigns me some homework of some kind. The most recent homework she gave me, sorry, I've been sick with a cold, itchy nose, anyway, was to record or journal my meals. I had been doing that previously and I actually made the choice to quit. And the reason I did that is because I was really feeling a lot of pressure when I did that. I think it goes back to the perfection thing. If I was finding that I was making poor choices and avoiding journaling, then I felt like a failure and I felt like it just really negatively affected my mood and my optimism and my willingness to keep going. And so I had quit doing that. The fact that she has asked me to do that says to me that it's a valuable tool. It's something that's valuable. It may not be something that will work for me all along, but if it's what she's asking me to do, then I'm going to do it. So I got to get going on that. It's been the better part of a week. This last week I'm just like, I'm not doing it this week with all the Thanksgiving and traveling and all that, so, which I'll get to in a minute. Second thing is I had my surgeon's visit, and that was, I just have some big news to share with you. It went really awesome. First off, when I went in there, while I was waiting to see the doctor, the insurance coordinator came out and spoke with me. And, you know, the receptionist, she makes the appointments, and the surgeon, he calls all the medical shots. But as far as like getting this through insurance and jumping through all the hoops that I have to do, the insurance coordinator is really the one with all the answers for me right now. So she came out and she says, okay, well, you finished all of your prerequisites for the insurance to get this approved, except for you've done 3 out of the 6 dietitian's visits. But other than that, you've done your pre-op with your primary care, you've done the chest x-ray, the lab work, the psych evaluation, and half of your dietitian's visits. So she said, previously they had told me that my insurance or my surgery would be in March or April, and the reason for that was because even though I would finish my dietitian's visits in February, I still had to get in line, and they only did so many surgeries a month, and so I was thinking it would be pushed out a little bit even though I was done with all my stuff. She said that they have me slotted for February. I was just so blown away by that. To me, February might as well be tomorrow. I know it's the last day of November, but then you've got the holidays and New Year's, and then January, February timeframe will be time to, clean house, spring cleaning, so to speak, to kind of get ready. Make sure the house is ready, make sure everybody's set and ready to go, get things ready at the office where I feel like I can be out of the office for a while to recover. And then also February is a big month for our family as far as like birthdays and anniversaries. So February is going to go by really fast. So January is really going to be my only time to be, get fully prepared like that. So I am just blown away and super excited at the prospect of a February surgery. So that's really exciting. Another exciting thing is we did once and for all put to bed the subject. I am having the gastric bypass, or roux-en-y. The sleeve is just, he felt it was risky for me with the GERD issues that I've had. And because I was kind of leaning towards the RNY, he wanted me to do what I felt comfortable with, but I felt most comfortable with what he was recommending for me. So that whole subject is now off the table. It's roux-en-y for sure. Okay, another thing that was going on last week, Thanksgiving. A lot of you probably saw my tips video. They were mostly tips to myself that I thought might help some other pre-oppers as well. Even post-oppers could take it for what it was and make it work for them. Overall, Thanksgiving went really, really well for me. I followed all of my stuff, and I didn't overeat. I just ate when everybody else ate. My sister-in-law made there was 12 of us, and my sister-in-law made a big breakfast on Thanksgiving morning, and she made her famous caramel sticky buns. I actually just filled up on eggs and fruit and sausage, and then I had like a quarter of one of the sticky buns, and I just really savored it. I didn't talk to anybody. I just was kind of listening to the conversation going around the table, and I enjoyed every bite of that I had, and I didn't even finish what I had on my plate, but I did enjoy it. Then at Thanksgiving dinner, it was kind of funny because on my plate I decided, and this should have been one of my tips to myself, but I decided that day I was only going to eat what I loved. If I couldn't just savor it and enjoy it, if I was just eating it to eat it, I wasn't going to do that. It's not worth it to me to consume the extra calories and things like that if I'm not really, really enjoying it. So, during my meal, I only put about that much mashed potatoes on my plate and that much of the stuffing. And it's kind of funny because I was putting these teeny little dabs on my plate, and my husband's sitting next to me. He leans over and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I thought it was really funny because, everybody else around the table, and what I would have done in the past is just, load this up, I'll take some of this, I'll take some of this. And I ate what was on my plate, and I didn't feel the need to have any seconds. Half my plate was salad, and then I had some turkey and a little tiny bit of everything else. So it was no big deal. I had a calorie-free drink. And then afterwards, later when we had pie, I tried the apple pie, which is my very favorite, and I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't very good, and so I didn't eat it. I ate a couple of bites, and the rest just went in the trash. The old me would have just ate it and been like, well, it wasn't the best pie I ever had, but it was pie, so whatever. So I felt really good about that. So Thanksgiving went well. I'm looking forward to weighing myself and seeing where I am. When I was at the doctor's office the other day, I forgot to mention this. When I was at the surgeon's office, I had lost 3 pounds from when I went into the dietitian's office just 2 days before. It's on the same, or 3 days before. It's on the same scale. I go to the dietitian that's in my surgeon's office area. So that's exciting. And I'm looking forward to weighing myself here and seeing, you know, where I am after the holiday. So that's awesome. Another thing was we were traveling all weekend. It was a long weekend. We were traveling. And because of that, we would stop and just eat whatever was convenient. You know, we had to go over the Cascades, the mountains into the valley across from where we live. It's about a 4-hour drive in the snow and ice. And by the time we got there, everybody was starving. Nobody wanted to wait and eat. And the little town I was going to, there's like 1 or 2 little restaurants, but everything else is fast food. So the one restaurant we were thinking about going to was closed for a holiday party or something. So we ended up at KFC and A&W. They're kind of connected. I go in there and there's literally nothing I'm supposed to be eating. It's all fried chicken or cheeseburgers and French fries. That's it. They didn't even have the grilled chicken that a lot of KFCs have. So I ate a cheeseburger and the fries were gross. They were warm. They weren't hot. They were just like lukewarm. So I didn't eat them. And, you know, it was a real wake-up call to me. I think, you know, I have to stop being like, well, I guess this is what I'll eat because it's what's here and blah, blah, blah. Probably if I had it to do over again, I would probably say, you know what? I'll just have a Diet Coke here and let's pick up a salad on the way home from the grocery store or something. I'm not eating here. I need to learn to speak up for what I need. And that was a theme pretty much the whole weekend where we would stop somewhere and the old me would have eaten there and just been like, well, this isn't good for us, but we're going to enjoy it, you know? And I'm just not in that place anymore and I don't want to do that anymore. So we went to Five Guys, burgers and fries. I don't know if you guys have that in your area, but it's all burgers and hot dogs. I actually had a cheeseburger with all the trimmings, but I had a lettuce instead of the bun. And I chose to leave out the bun so that I could have a couple of French fries. And when I was eating that meal, that's when my husband stopped me and he said, he took my hand and he said, you know, I have really noticed over the last little while the wonderful choices that you've been making, and they've been hard choices, and I've seen that, and I'm so proud of you. And that was touching. It was nice to know, here I'm seeing all these changes for myself, but someone else noticed it, and it was exciting. And then all the other meals, I've just been finding ways to cut the carbs out. We had open face hot turkey sandwiches after Thanksgiving, a couple days after, and I just had the sauce with the turkey. I didn't have the bread. And it's been an adjustment, but I'm learning that it's worth it. I'm seeing the results and I'm seeing the difference in the way I feel about my ability to control this area in my life. And that is so exciting. The first 3 months of this whole surgery thing went by really, really fast. And so I know the second 3 months is also going to go by really fast. So I am so excited. I'm excited about the prospect of surgery in February. So yeah, I guess that's it. I know I had a lot to catch you up on. I probably will have less to talk about in the near future just because I've done all of my stuff, my prerequisites and all that. I might come back with a topic video or two here and there. Try to keep you guys updated with what's happening. My surgeon did say he wanted to meet with me one more time. That's more of a formality than anything. It's not a requirement from surgery, the insurance to pre-authorize the surgery. So I kind of feel like I'm on the fast track now. So if we can keep that momentum up, fingers crossed for that. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for all your guys' updates. I'm watching your videos. I'm enjoying them. having Heather. I'm super excited that you are practically on your way to getting a surgery date. You finished your last appointment. That is awesome. I'm so excited for you. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.